Hello, you're watching Dukascopy TV. I'm Thomas Taplin, and with just a couple of hours away from European Central Bank President Mario Draghi's latest speech, we're taking a look at some of the challenges currently facing the ECB, and of course we'll be staying up to date with euro-dollar movements in the run-up to the speech. Well, joining me on the line from London is Chief Wealth Manager at Global Financial Market FX, Adam Sanalla. Adam, hi. Before we look more closely at Draghi's speech, what are we seeing today from the euro-dollar so far?
We're looking at the euro-dollar today. We saw a significant increase of the value of the euros. Therefore, traders buy euros against the US dollars due to the uncertainty that happened in the US job sector. We're looking at Draghi today's has been, which is the most main event for the market today. I'm looking at the market price 136,390. This is the current trading price for the euro dollars. If Mr. Draghi's speech goes and shows some positiveness within the eurozone economy, we're looking at more further increase of the prices. My target would be 136,248. If any figures below that, we should see a drop on the euro dollars. Any figures above that, we're looking at 136,526. I'd buy the assets for the longer term against the euro dollars.
Surely the biggest concern right now for the ECB is the problem of deflation. We're going to look at this in more detail in tomorrow's interview, but there are a number of reasons why deflation is taking shape in Europe, Adam, as I'm sure you know, mostly because banks across the bloc aren't lending enough and countries aren't growing fast enough. Are you pricing all this in, and are you expecting Draghi to reveal perhaps a new asset purchasing scheme in the near future?
The way I would look at it, Mr. Draghi's speech today, he will not buy the bond same as the US, but he will try to ease the policy on banking system and try to, give banks more powers on lending authorities. And his main concern will be about giving loans. This is my opinion, giving loans on a short term with low interest rate for businesses who are struggling to get loans from the bigger banks. And mainly, if he would decide to purchase any assets, it would be only buying his own country bonds, such as the European bonds and mainly the German bonds, which is so far proven, that they are the best trading assets for the time being, and they are the solid trading bonds for the next couple of years, I suppose.
Finally, Adam, are you feeling generally bullish about the euro over the coming weeks, or do you accept what some analysts are saying, and that's that the euro will remain weak until proper reforms are brought in across the eurozone?
The way I look at the euro dollar for the time being, especially the euros, there's two ways of looking at it. The main one, I just look at it on the long term. It's still within the ranges, of 130, between 133 to 137. This is the kind of movement that would happen on the longer term. However, and obviously there's an impact on the US stock market. We see the 1929 charts are showing the same amounts of volume in US stock exchange, and obviously any slow in the US economy, that would have an impact on the euro. On the short term, I'd be looking at levels between 136 to 137. However, for the next 6 months to a year, I'll buy even more euros. This is according to my technical levels here, which is I'm seeing it live even though. There's a big resistance at 137,307, and if it goes above that, this is going to be the next target, I believe.
Okay, we could talk about this for much longer. We'll continue tomorrow, but we've run out of time for now. Thanks for joining me today and sharing your views with us, Adam. I'll be back tomorrow with a more in-depth overview of ECB policies going forward as I speak to Professor Rasa Karapanza of the European Business School in Germany. But for now, bye-bye.